Go.
Hello, and welcome to our holiday edition of Wake Up Picayune. I'm here today to your host, Doreen Wilson Hughes. I'm here with my four beautiful sisters today. I have Virginia, Deborah, Charlotte, and Brenda. And we are so glad that you tuned in today to watch our new show. This is the second show of our taping, and we are delighted to be here to share with you some things that we're going to be doing from Picayune, Mississippi. Today we're going to have on our show, we're going to have some viewer comments that Deborah is going to share with us that some of our viewers really enjoyed the first taping of our show. She's going to share a few comments with us. Brenda, of course, is going to share some more Picayune trivia with you.
That's right.
Brenda loves trivia. And you'll be surprised at some of the things that you'll learn about Picayune. We're going to have a break in the show, and we're going to have a special cooking segment by none other than Virginia, who is the best cook that we know. We love Virginia's cooking. She's going to share a special holiday dish with you that I know you will love to put on your table for the holidays.
That is right.
And after we finish with Virginia with the delicious tasting of her food, we're going to have a trip down memory lane where Charlotte is going to share with us some things that do you remember about Picayune from back in the day. That's going to be interesting to see if you remember some of those things. And lastly on our show, we're going to have a special musical performance by a local Picayunian. Her name is Jennifer Whitfield. Yeah. She's an accomplished pianist. She and Brenda have done many concerts together. She's a wonderful woman in the Lord. And we're just so grateful to have her here today on our show to celebrate Christmas with us, and she's going to play a little Christmas tunes for you, and I'm pretty sure Brenda's going to sing.
I'll probably join in with for a song or two.
We enjoy hearing you sing.
Yes.
So that's later in the show. But let's get started now. We're going to have some viewer comments. Deb, tell us a few things that the people said about our first show as they viewed us on YouTube.
Okay, well, Tara Ferguson said, "Oh, I enjoyed that. Great idea."
Thanks, Tara. Well, we know that this was Brenda's idea that came up with this show, so we have to give our props to Brenda for coming up with Wake Up Picayune, because she always comes up with these wonderful projects for us, and we enjoy doing this.
Yeah, we do. And I talked them all into coming and participate, and we're just gonna have a great time.
We really enjoy it.
We always
do.
It's
fun.
It's fun.
Okay,
come on, Deb.
Okay, and somebody else wrote, "Great job, ladies. I see a future in television for you."
All right.
Well,
Okay, and Martha Breland said, "Awesome job." Do you guys remember her?
Yeah, Martha Brennan and I were in school together. We graduated together. Class of 1974.
all right, Martha.
Yeah. Thanks, Martha.
Okay, and Elise Cooper Johnson said, "My talented hometown sisters love the show."
Yeah.
Well, we know who
Hey, neighbor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lacey.
That's our neighbor.
Yes.
Okay, and Nancy Lenore said, "This is awesome. I'm so proud of my hometown, and I'm always sharing stories about how wonderful Picayune is.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing this video with all of us. I can't wait to share this with my friends here in Dallas."
All right. All the way from
Dallas.
Yeah.
Nancy was whose classmate?
My classmate. Nancy graduated with me. Thank you so much, Nancy, for viewing our show, and we hope you enjoyed this one just as much.
Okay.
And great job, ladies. I really enjoyed it. That was said by Patricia Johnson Dito.
Thank you, Patricia.
And Sherelle Hepler said, "Enjoyed. God bless."
Oh,
okay.
God. Too.
You know who Sherelle Hepler is?
I do. I used to work with her husband. Yes, I do remember that.
At the hospital.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Very nice person. Thank you so much for that comment.
Oh, okay.
So we look forward to lots of other comments after this episode. So write in and make sure that you give us comments. Go.
Okay.
Yes.
And
You
last,
got another one?
yes, that's one
Okay.
more. Last but not least, Jennifer James said, "God bless you all the way from California."
Now, Jennifer is a friend of mine that I used to work with when I lived in California. So shout out to you, Jennifer. Keep watching.
That's right.
And thank you all for those comments. Next on our show, we're going to have a little trivia from Brenda, some trivia of Picayune. And I know she's just been sitting on pins and needles over there to share this with you.
Yes. Okay, we did a trivia segment on the last show. And what I remember, one of the questions was about Jackson Landing Road. And it was named after Andrew Jackson because he passed on Jackson Landing Road on his way to New Orleans to fight the Battle of New Orleans. So this time we have some new trivia questions.
And Charlotte, I'm sorry, Charlotte and I thought that was very funny that you were shocked to realize that we kind of figured that out and kind of put it together.
I didn't get it. Landing Road. You know, I just didn't get the connection that last time.
Okay, let's see what you got for us this time.
Okay, now I'm going to ask these questions. And like I told you the last time, my sisters are very competitive. So,
Charlotte,
there are no prizes. There are no prizes for getting these right. But it's just all in fun and just learning a little information about Picayune.
Okay.
That you might not have known before. Okay. Question number 1. This is going to be multiple choice. A, B, and C. The first one. The population of Picayune, like the present day population, is it A, closer to 12,000? Is it B, closer to 20,000? Or C, closer to 17,000?
What was the second choice?
12, 20, or 17?
I'll say
20. Oh yeah, Picayune has really grown since Katrina. Yeah, I'd say 20.
20, what'd you say, Deb?
20.
20? You're wrong. Oh, you're wrong. Are you serious?
Really?
I think they're talking about the municipality, just the Picayune area is 12,000.
No.
I thought it was more. And listen, I got this from this is from the brochure that they have about Picayune. It's closer to 12,000. I thought it was 20.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So
12,000?
That's small.
I know.
That is small.
Okay. Historic City Hall. This is interesting. Historic City Hall. The architect for building the City Hall was a man named Mr. Wilford Lockyer. And he also designed A, the local heritage and genealogy reading room for the Library of Congress, or this gentleman, Mr. Wilford Lockyer, did he design the blue drawing room for Buckingham Palace, or did he design the interior of the chapel on the Titanic?
Wow. Wow.
So there's a connection with
Picayune.
Picayune.
Would be very impressive.
Y'all want me to read them again? You got it? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the architect for the City Hall.
Yeah.
The architect did he also design A, the local heritage and genealogy reading room for the Library of Congress? Or was it B, did he design the blue drawing room at Buckingham Palace? Or C, the interior of the chapel on the Titanic?
I would say the chapel on the Titanic.
What'd you say, Dad?
I would say Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham
I'm
Palace.
going to say A.
I say Library of Congress.
I said A was the Library of Congress.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
Did somebody say, I think Charlotte got it wrong. The interior of the chapel on the Titanic.
Oh wow, I love that movie. I'm going to have to really pay attention to that now. I'm going to go watch that movie tonight when I get home.
So there's a Picayune connection
I love it.
The Titanic.
Well, that's great.
Isn't that interesting?
I love that movie. I'm going to pay extra attention to that from now on.
Okay.
Well, that is great.
You know you want to.
Okay, now this one says, during the period of 1958 to 1964, the Carver Pirates, you know, the high school in Picayune before the school's integrated, completed one of the most impressive records in high school football history by winning A, 63 straight football games, B, 52, or C, 75. This is the Carver Pirates.
Straight?
They won straight. They held the record for a long time.
62, 75.
58 through 64. The choices are 63, 52, or 75 straight games.
I'll say 75.
I would say 52.
I'm gonna say 63.
What'd you say, Jen?
75.
63.
Woo! Yes.
They won 63
Yes.
straight games, and they
63.
were tied one. I don't know how many what period of year. I mean, how many? Well, it was from what is it, 58 through 64.
Wow.
So during that time, they didn't
63 straight games.
63
Wow,
games.
that's a lot.
That's an accomplishment.
Okay.
That is awesome.
Okay. He was known as the father of Picayune. He founded the Bank of Picayune and the Picayune Idol. He constructed Picayune's first subdivision. It was 16 homes on North Main Street here in Picayune. And he was also instrumental in gaining village, town, and city status of Picayune. Okay.
Is this multiple choice?
This is going to be multiple choice.
Ooh, good.
Good. I'm going to expect you to know this. Is it A, Lucius Olin Crosby? Or was it B, Samuel Grady Thickpen? He was known as the... Or C, Eastman Francis Tate? Or D, Stephen Gerald?
I would say Crosby.
I would say A too.
Crosby?
Lucius
Yeah.
Allen Crosby.
Yeah, because they really own a lot of things in Picayune. The library, the hospital. We're going to say,
And what was the second one?
The second was Samuel Grady Thickpen.
They were pretty renowned.
Yeah, they were.
And the third one is Eastman Francis Tate.
Probably none of the ones that we
I'll say Crosby. They had
I'll
Crosby.
still say Crosby.
Crosby
say
Chemicals.
Thickpen.
Wrong!
Tate. Oh, all
It
of
was Tate.
I figured
It was
that.
Eastman Francis Tate. And you know there's a street in here,
Tate Street.
Tate Street.
Yeah,
That's
where our
church used to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tate Street.
I knew that. And Gerald, I think there's a street called Gerald.
Yeah, it is.
J-E-R-R-E-L.
Yes.
Oh, Gerald.
So that was named
Yes.
after
There's a
Stephen
street
Gerald.
called Gerald Street.
So I should have followed my first mind and said Tate.
So who got it right now?
Nobody
got that one right.
Oh, wow.
This-
We're one tied.
So that was a lot of trivia.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting trivia.
Yeah. What did you find most interesting?
Oh, wow. I don't know. All of it.
Yeah, but the
something
Picayune
to
connection
be
was the
done.
Titanic. They had the same
Yeah.
architect for the city
That's
hall
great.
as the chapel in the Titanic.
Yeah.
Great job, Brenda.
So that was my
Yes.
trivia.
We really enjoyed that. So hope you all learned something too about Picayune that you didn't know, which I'm sure you did. So next on our show, we're the best part that we've
Yes.
all been waiting for is our cooking segment where Virginia's going to go to the kitchen and whip up us a delicious dish that I know all of you will enjoy for the holidays. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
'cause our
going
sister
to
Jen is a good cook. Ooh,
Jen's Kitchen.
Go.
Okay. Welcome to Cooking with Jen. Of course, my family has coerced me into doing this segment because they like my cooking. But I want to tell you that my disclaimer is that I am no chef. I don't even know when I started loving cooking. But it's something that I do. I find it enjoyable. So I'm going to share with you a dish that my family asks for often. It's called broccoli cheese sausage casserole. And it's very few items and it's a really quick dish. So I'm hoping that you add it to your holiday list. So I start with steamed broccoli, and I always like to prep all of my food. I slice and dice before I actually assemble the whole dish. I start with a dish that I've sprayed with extra virgin olive oil just for non-sticking. I steam my broccoli in lightly salted water. So as I talk, I'm just going to add my ingredients into this. This is the beauty of the dish. You can actually just kind of add everything into it as you go. So the next thing is sausage. I always use ground sausage, Manda smoked sausage, and I stir fry it with onions. And you can use Jimmy Dean, you can use any sausage that you want. And what I've also found is that you can use shrimp or chicken if you're not a big fan of sausage. You can also use beef. So we're going to add that, pour that right in. And yeah, I watch a lot of cooking shows, and you know, I'm always fascinated how they get everything done in such a short period of time. So now I know I'm gonna have to do it like that. So that sausage, I also use cooked rice. Depending on the crowd that you're cooking for, you can make a really large casserole or a small casserole. This is about a cup and a half of cooked rice. I'll use all of it because my family loves this dish, and so they'll always have enough to take home. I use numerous cheeses. This is just grated cheddar, and so I actually just pour that in as well. And so I mix it. You can use garlic powder. You can use Tony Chachere's or whatever seasoning you'd like to have in this dish. So I mix it all together. And what makes it really, really nice and moist is that I melt Velveeta cheese with cream of chicken or cream of mushroom soup with a little chicken broth. So I've already kind of started that process just to save time. So I've actually poured this into the dish, and I'm getting splattered here, but that's part of cooking. So it's really simple. When you think about the ingredients, they're very few, but they're actually really tasty. In the words of our dear dad, this is a tasty dish. So I'm going to mix all of the ingredients. I tend to like spicy, so sometimes I'll use a hot sausage, but I wouldn't suggest that for everybody's palate. So I mix all of this in, and what I do is I put everything in an oven at about 320 degrees or 325 or 350, depending on the temperature of your oven. And also depending on the dish that you're using. Sometimes glass doesn't need to have as high temperature as something that's insulated as this. So it's simple. We're talking broccoli, cheese, soup, chicken broth. I can't see this.
Recording will be on site.
Recipe.
Oh,
recipe.
All right. So it's really simple. So just to reiterate, steamed broccoli, cooked rice, cream of chicken soup, chicken broth, cheeses, and sauteed sausages. And I'm going to have the recipe on the site at the end of our segment, so feel free to use it. It's quick, it's tasty. You'll find that even children would eat it, even though it's got broccoli in it, so they get their veggies. So as simple as that. We've got a main holiday dish. It goes well with baked chicken, it goes with fish, it goes with steak, ribs, whatever you like. So what I'll do is I put this in the oven for 20-25 minutes, let it get brown and bubbly. But instead of cooking it right now, I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. Just move this out of the way. And I know my sisters are waiting to taste this, so. Alright. So if you're looking for a quick and tasty dish for the holidays, this is my famous broccoli cheese sausage casserole. And it comes out really bubbly and tasty when the cheese melts. So I know everybody's waiting to see it, so I'll get out of the way. So happy eating, happy holidays, and bon appetit from Jen's Kitchen. Thank you very much.
Natural.
Thank you.
And we cannot wait to taste it. So let's get the show on. Next on our show, we're going to have Charlotte to take us a little trip down memory lane and tell us a little bit about some things that we might have not remembered about Picayune back in the day. Charlotte, tell us a few things.
Okay, if any of you are from Picayune, a lot of you will remember some of these things here from back in the 70s. So I'm just going to share a few things with you. Does anyone remember before Popeyes was in Picayune and KFC, they had this chicken place where they sold chicken, okay? It was really good, the price was good, and everybody in Picayune went to this chicken place. Did anybody remember the name of it?
I guess?
Yeah.
Danny's Fried Chicken.
Danny's Fried Chicken.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't heard that name in a long
I
time.
used to love that.
I remember you used to go there every day to get the wings.
I love those wings. They were so good.
And it was cheap, right?
It was cheap.
They were cheap.
Because every Dab used to get what? 4 wings.
4 wings are like what?
$1.
Yeah, $1.
So everybody was kind of disappointed when they closed because the food was really good. And they opened in 1974.
Wow.
So I don't remember how many years they
It's
opened.
been a long time since I heard that name. Daddy's Fried
Daddy's
Chicken.
Fried Chicken.
I know.
And so the next one I have a question. Who was the first black homecoming queen?
Terry
Bird.
His classmate and best friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was her best friend in high school.
And so that was 19 what?
76.
She was queen in 1976.
Made history as the first black homecoming queen.
All right,
Y'all
Terry.
were really good friends. And
Yes.
also she was
I love you, Terry.
Yeah.
and she was also a teacher of mine in 7th grade math.
Oh, wow.
Did you pass?
I did. Thanks, Terry.
Thanks for your help, Terry.
Okay. And also, staying with the theme of the school, does everyone remember a principal from back in the 70s and the 80s?
Yeah.
He was real tough. He was a good principal, but he was real tough.
Big
Sam Billingsley.
Big.
Sam
Big.
Billingsley.
Big.
Yes.
Yeah,
Big
he was the
Billy.
principal when I was in high school. You were,
And me
and
and you. Not
And me.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He was your
Yeah.
principal?
Your principal
And you.
too?
Yeah.
And yours?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're 11 years apart, and he was all about principals. So
Wow. He was there for a while.
Big B.
Big B.
Yeah, Big B.
So I'm sure all of you remember Big B.
Big B.
Yeah, you didn't want to get in trouble in his
No.
office
Oh,
like I
no.
did one time.
Did you have to go to the office, y'all?
Just once.
He would give you paddlings.
Oh.
I've witnessed it. Not me personally, but I've witnessed him giving paddlings.
I was
Wow.
good. I never got in trouble.
Neither did I. I was an angel.
Y'all were the
Yeah,
good
right.
We
girls.
would have to go get to the office and get our certificates and awards.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
Don't brag.
I'm just bragging. I don't remember doing that. I don't remember
And
doing that.
the last one, some people may not know that Gerald Mcraney, he's an actor.
Yeah.
He played on Simon and Simon, and he was married to this actress, Delta Burks.
Yeah,
Well,
remember.
Designing women, right?
Designing
Yes.
women, exactly. Well, he grew up in Picayune.
Yeah.
Gerald Mcraney.
Yes.
So we had a few celebrities to live here in our city of Picayune.
As a matter of
Absolutely.
fact, I ran into him once up in Rite Aid in Picayune.
Really?
I did.
I think I remember you said that.
Yeah, and I got his autograph. He gave me his autograph.
Really? See, I didn't know that. I'm learning
Yes.
something myself.
Yes,
I do remember
So
that.
you recognize him there? I mean,
I did.
you asked him if
Yes, well, I asked to make sure, but
Uh-huh.
he did say, you know, that it was him.
wow.
Well, he was born in Collins, Mississippi.
He said his family lived in Picayune.
Picayune.
Okay.
Back in the day, but his mom, I think, had a house built in Poplarville or somewhere
Right.
at the time. Yes.
Oh.
But
So shout out to Gerald Mcraney.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gerald Mcraney.
Hey, homie.
Actor that grew up in Picayune. And the last one, a lot of people on the east side of town, a lot of people may not remember this, you may, but that was this store, a little cookie shop, a sweet shop, where you used to get cookies and pickles. You go in there and play foosball and play pool. Does anybody remember?
Miss Jewel.
Miss
Miss
Jewel.
Miss Jewel.
Miss
Oh,
Jewel.
yeah. Miss Jewel.
Yeah,
Miss
she
Jewel.
owned a little store on the corner on the east side of town.
Yeah.
She sold cookies and pickles and
Pickles.
chips. Chef pool table.
Yeah.
How much
And
are
listen,
those cookies?
Cookies were 2 for a penny. We used to go in there and give me a dime's worth of 2 for a penny cookies. You
Yes.
get 20 cookies.
On the way to school, we
That's
went
right.
to East Side. We would stop out in the morning and get those cookies.
Sixth
Yeah.
grade, so that was a long time ago.
Wow.
That was
All right.
So that was just a little walk down memory lane. I'm sure a lot of you remember Danny's Chicken, remember Big
Yeah.
B,
Yeah.
remember Miss Jules, and all the other things we talked about.
And
So-
you're talking about famous people from Picayune. Let's not forget Jonathan Bender.
Right.
That's Jonathan,
Jonathan
yes.
Bender
All right.
Went
local
to-
basketball player.
would play with the what?
Indiana Pacers.
Indiana Pacers.
All
From
right.
right here in Picayune, Mississippi.
Picayunians on the
Shout out
map.
to Jonathan.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Charlotte. That was so much fun,
Yes.
and I was so interested to find out those, to remember those.
Yeah.
We already
Yeah.
knew
Long time
those,
ago.
but to remember those. Oh, this has been great. So,
Yes.
lastly on our program, we have a very special musical guest. She is a accomplished pianist. She and Brenda have done numerous concerts together.
Yes.
Her name is Jennifer Whitfield, and she's going to play us a little Christmas music, and I'm pretty sure she's going to want Brenda to probably hum along with her.
Yeah, I'll probably hum along on a tune or two.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. So now let's welcome our musical guest to our show today, Miss Jennifer Whitfield.
Okay. All right.
I love to hear her play the piano, and I always love singing with her.
That was wonderful.
Yes. So let's give it. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Y'all, this has been so much fun.
It has. Yes, it has.
Having my beautiful sisters here.
So,
especially Virginia. We talk Virginia in the comments.
Yes. Thank you, Virginia.
And Althea. Deborah,
Well, thank you.
I'm so glad you were able to come and join with us. See, I told you we're going to have fun.
Yes,
it was.
It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
So I want to just say thank you guys again and happy holidays. Be safe, be blessed from our family to yours. So until the next episode of
Wake Up Picayune.
Be blessed.
Talking about
my hometown of Picayune,
where my family and friends
my hometown of
they gather around and they have barbecue.
my hometown of
Family
Picayune,
reunions, the place where I was born.
hometown of Picayune, hometown of
Ain't nothing like your hometown. Ain't nothing like the place where you're from.
my hometown of Picayune,
Tell them where we're from.
Picayune, Mississippi.
Yeah. Band, come on, play it a little bit longer. Talking about my hometown.